Hello everyone. Welcome to Night Sky Notebook for July 2020. I'm Peter Detterline, and we're going to be taking a look at all the wonderful things that are happening above your head this month. Let's get started with the moon phases. Full moon will be happening right after Independence Day around July 5th, and new moon not until around the 20th. It may feel like summer outside, but right now, the Earth is as far away as it can possibly get for the Sun for the entire year. We call that Aphelion. This year, it's happening on Independence Day, July 4th. The closest we are to the Sun is on January 5th. So the distance from the Earth to the Sun really has nothing to do with the seasons whatsoever. The difference is roughly a little more than 3 million miles. So if it feels warm outside, just remember, we're as far away from the Sun as we're going to get. On July 5th, you'll be able to see the full moon right next to Jupiter and Saturn, the two gas giant worlds. It'll be just below them and will be a beautiful sight to see. All of them will be visible pretty much throughout the entire evening. It'll take a few days, not until July 12th, before the moon catches up with the red planet Mars. You'll have to look for this a little bit after midnight in order to catch them rising up in the eastern part of the sky. This is the future of space exploration right here. NASA says it wants to have people back on the moon by 2024 and the first people on the red planet by 2030. One of the big events for the month is Jupiter will be at opposition. Opposition means opposite the Sun. So if you think of a perfect line, you have the Earth in the middle, the Sun on one side, Jupiter on the other. That means when the Sun sets, Jupiter rises. And when Jupiter sets, the Sun rises. So Jupiter is visible all night long. It is the best time to see Jupiter throughout the entire year. It is the closest it gets to the Earth, and also it's at its largest because of that. So it's the best time to view it through a telescope. Take advantage of that. Get out to a star watch sometime and take a look at beautiful Jupiter. And that's not all. In a few days, Saturn also will be coming into opposition. A good month to be looking at the gas giant worlds. In the early morning sky on July 17, the moon is going to catch up to Venus, and this is always a beautiful sight. They're the two brightest objects in the nighttime sky, and they are beautiful together. We are looking at a very, very thin crescent. See if you can see Earthshine, the nighttime side of the moon lit up by the reflection of the Earth's light. On July 18th, the moon will be getting close to the planet Mercury. So if you haven't seen Mercury before, now's a good time to catch it early morning, July 18th. A great time to get up to check out these worlds. Opposition for Saturn happens on July 20th. And again, like Jupiter, this is the best time to see the planet throughout the entire year. When you get to see it through a telescope, marvel at the rings. The tilt is beautiful for us right now, and you will be able to see that Cassini division, that gap that goes through the rings, along with a lot of moons. It is a beautiful sight. This is the month to take advantage of that. Now, perhaps the most exciting thing to happen this month could be another comet. It has been a great year for bright comets. Bright comets means that we can see them through binoculars. But sometimes they get so bright we can even see them with the unaided eye. That's very rare. The latest to come along now is Comet F3 Neowise. Right now, Neowise is just getting ready to pass around the Sun, and I'm not certain if it's going to survive. That'll be the big question. If it does, they're expecting it to get very bright. Again, comets are incredibly unpredictable, so we're not really certain. But if it does, it'll be very easy to find around July 23rd when it's closest to the Earth. Use the pointer stars in the Big Dipper. They point their way over to Polaris, the North Star. Take them the other way, and it'll take you down to Neowise and even down to the Moon. You should have enough landmarks to be able to find Neowise, even if it isn't as bright as we're hoping. Bring binoculars. Regardless of how bright it gets, it's always better if you can look at this with optical aid, and binoculars are perfect for a comet. Make sure you check that out. And finally, let's end the month with some July meteors. July has a few minor meteor showers throughout the month, but the major one peaks around July 28th, which is the Delta Aquarids. Now, this is considered to be a southern meteor shower, so you're not going to see many. But while you're outside, keep looking up always, because you never know what you're going to see. And if you do catch one, don't forget to make a wish. There are a lot of exciting things happening this month. Keep up with all the latest information on the night sky by following Night Sky Notebook, and we'll see you next month. Until then, keep looking up.